This is Marilyn. Welcome to my world. Take just a couple of minutes to get a overview of what to expect today, if there is anything. We have a lot of news, and it should be coming in 1 minute. So if you are in trades, tighten up your stops. I would do that because we have, let's see, Canadian news is the GDP, Chicago PMI for U.S. So, oh no, that comes out at the Chicago PMI is coming at 9:45. Anyway, this morning we also have CAD news coming in 1 minute, I think, GDP. Anyway, this morning we have all these markets have been in a very tight little range overnight. Gold has dropped some, and bonds dropped a little bit, but they seem to be making a bounce right here, so we'll see what happens. But very tight little itty-bitty ranges overnight. And don't forget, at 10:30 this morning, we have crude oil inventory. The API report, I checked, and it is showing that there's an inventory build. So we'll see how the market responds when the actual report numbers hit at 10:30. I would be very careful about trading crude oil right at 10:30. Sometimes it's far safer to give that couple of minutes or more to settle down, decide what it's going to do, and then take a direction. The bus driver gets a little nervous right about then. So, Brent is not doing too much this morning thus far, and that's, keep in mind, Brent is traded more heavily in Europe than it is in the US. But we use it for an indicator. It looks like the 6C is not real happy with what's coming out. So sometimes that has an effect on crude oil. And gold is continuing to drift down, so there's some opportunity in gold. I just think it may be a little better for us to be trading gold in the Nadex spreads, because Daryl has pointed out several times that those spreads are only bid-ask is a penny difference. Is very, very tight, and it's nice. It trades almost identically with the futures. So I also think we're about to get a new toolkit. I don't believe it's been released yet, but yesterday there have been some charting discrepancies that people are reporting, and those, as I understand it, have been fixed by the programmer, and they're doing final testing before it's released. So stay tuned for that. And let's see, that's about all I see in general. Crude oil, if you look back overnight, it did go on up here and test the, let's see, where are we? Oh yeah, I see. This used to change at midnight, and now it changes at the right at the open of the futures. But you know, there is a in the toolkit, I mean in the inventory, there's an indicator in this inventory. I'll show you where it is because it might be helpful. There's a new one, but there are these, it's a regional time zone, and you just kind of have to look for it in here. I'm not, it used to be in here, but you can set this. I really like these. Maybe they took it out. You can, there is, yeah, color time zones. That's what it is. Diagnostic color time regions. You can set that
Order
to
filled.
the hours that the pit is open for whatever market you're trading. And if you have several charts up, that's really a good idea so you don't get mixed up of what time one thing opens and what time something else does. So might take a look at that. I tried that. I did have that on for a long time, but I found with the darker background on my charts, which I like better, it didn't work quite as well. It was a little disconcerting, so I took it off of mine. But anyway, just keep your crude oil trades in mind with this inventory report, because it will move crude oil. And you don't want to get caught in the wrong side of whatever way the bus driver goes, because he'll run over you and flatten you in a minute. And so I will come back on at noon and we'll go over whatever trades we may have taken or not taken and see what the day brings. This has been my view from my world at Apex Land, brought to you by Apex Investing. Thanks.